I'm drinking water. Got a career and I'm very invested. Some people call it a scary obsession. I like it.
So as far as this build goes, what attributes and badges did you focus on? I know you pay a lot of attention to my player builds, specifically when it comes to badges, so I'd love to hear your insight on that.
I focus my points on shooting, basically. I want the max three. I want the max mid-range. The park, you really don't shoot free throws, so.
Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here along with analyst Greg Anthony and DA, it's all you.
Kevin, good evening. Carl Anthony
knows it very well, DA. Thank you so much. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Adams in at the 5. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Russell. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And it's a really delicate balance for some teams at this point, trying to keep guys rested and ready for the playoffs, but also, Steve, not wanting to lose their momentum.
So true, and there's much more of a focus on that now. Balancing the workload across all 12 guys is almost a science at this point.
And Adams kicks to Ingram. Over Edwards. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Rubio outside. And Adams sends it back. Williamson looking it over. Rubio against Ball. The floater. Good D by Rubio.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Ingram against Edwards. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's McDaniels, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the night.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Williamson. Ingram outside. Clock at 6. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Towns. And that's going to be a travel. All right, a chance to check out stats for him.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
To the middle. And Adams with the slam.
This is why Lonzo Ball was drafted number 2 overall. Elite vision and size.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Six to shoot. Russell passes to McDaniels. And the 3 off target. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. They trail by 1. A miss that time would have put them up. And Minnesota has possession. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they've got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
And here's Edwards. Pass to Russell. Outside, Towns. Shoots over Adams. Nice move. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Releases. And it's Bledsoe. That time on the assist from Williamson.
Nice to see Williamson spot the open man. He has awareness and ability as a passer.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Bledsoe. His last 10 games, averaging 12 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
That one good for 2.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Ingram finds ball. And here is Adams. There's the pass to Ingram. Offline with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And the basket by Rubio.
I love how Rubio controls the pace, able to shift gears in an instant.
Bledsoe outside. It's Ingram on the wing. Williamson outside. Pass to Adams. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Anthony Edwards.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
The first one falls. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Adams dishes to Johnson. Here's the lob to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And ball goes up, and Adams comes down. The anticipation skills, knows where to be to finish that play.
Here's Rubio. He really played well in that last game against Golden State. Reed the pass to Rubio. Fires top of the key. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Covered by Rubio. It's Ingram on the wing. The 3. Reed with the rebound.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And some people harp on his lack of height, but his size doesn't hurt him at all when it comes to rebounding.
Here's Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard as we've gotten into the second half of the season. These teams have become better and better, scoring points off turnovers. The Timberwolves second.
And since the break, we've seen them ambush their opponents with that attacking brand of defense. And boy, have they reaped the rewards offensively.
And that one falls for Johnson.
And what James Johnson brought with him coming into this league, physicality. He combines size, strength, athleticism, and a 7'1" wingspan.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And Culver's subbed in for Josh Okogie. Down low, and finished off by Hernangomez.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
The Pelicans have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the first. Here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Culver. Here's Noel. Lock at 6. Reed. No good on the triple. Pass to Johnson. New Orleans moving the ball around. A floater. He's off on that one. And Minnesota now the other way. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And credit the aggressiveness there. I love it whenever Culver is looking to score. It focuses the defense on him and still able to get the job done.
And he sinks the second. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Ingram outside. Six on the shot clock. That shot off.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Over in the corner. Inside. 9 feet out. Got a hand on it. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And that does it for the first quarter. Pelicans on top, leading by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason work he put in.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Jackson Hayes is out there with Johnson. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's a 1-2 in at the 2.
Strong move by Brandon. He's playing with such great confidence these days.
Noel passes to Reed. The fadeaway. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
Kicks it to Ingram. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
There's Russell with the three. That shot, no good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. The one-two passes to Ingram.
Beasting on defense. First, he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. Minnesota calls timeout. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
Ball against Rubio. Now here's Edwards. Defense right on him, and the shot goes in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Ingram. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Russell against Bledsoe. Now, here is Russell. Defense is right there.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Ball finds Williamson. Ingram deciding where to go with it. It's good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Left side, Towns. Got a piece of it, but he recovers it.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Bledsoe passes to Williamson. Outside for Bledsoe. Williamson trying to free himself up. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Russell. Oh, that's blocked. And they're able to recover.
All right, a chance to look at numbers for Russell. Some impressive play from him over the last month. He's around 18 points per game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see for him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
Okogie's checked in for Minnesota. And New Orleans also making a change. Adams checked in. And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on a 14-5 run. Ball, the pass to Williamson. And the pass to Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Can't hit the free throw line jump. Timberwolves trail by 13. Okogie, the pass to Rubio. Towns, no luck. The Pelicans have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Here's Bledsoe. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
And Let's take a look at Karl Anthony Towns' numbers. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. 7th in rebounding, 8th in scoring, and of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. It's deflected. Now Edwards. Pass to Rubio. Passes to Towns. Over Bledsoe. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Edwards. Rubio against Ball. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Offensive rebound. Adams' shot is off.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Okogie misses. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Bledsoe passes to Williamson. They need this one. Yes, that goes in. Williamson's got his second bucket of the night.
And once Zion refines his post moves, develops the right hand, I don't know how you're going to defend him.
Rubio outside. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Towns. Pass to Vanderbilt. Over Bledsoe. Vanderbilt misses.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Williamson finds Ingram. Tipped away. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Williamson with the block.
The timing and reach on display. Zion is unreal at coming up with rejections.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for New Orleans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. James, they played very well, but you guys really took them out of that. How did that happen?
Yeah, you know, we talked about how they're on a roll.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is a competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench. And these guys deliver.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
When you're that cold from the floor, it's always going to...
Hey.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. New Orleans leading by 15. Ricky Rubio is out there with Russell. Then there's Towns. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Edwards in at the free spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
The key player involved in the Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram, was considered a cornerstone for the Lakers, but things changed fast in this league.
And the second free throw, good. And the Timberwolves with possession here. It's a 16-point game. Ingram against Edwards. Outside, Russell. No good on the 3. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. So it'll be Lonzo Ball shooting. That's on D'Angelo Russell. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
If you're a point guard and you want the ball at the end of games, you have to knock down free throws. That's something Lonzo Ball is working on, in my opinion.
And Rubio kicks to Russell. There's the pass to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Adams, some nice D. Pelicans leading by 19. Here's Ball. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 4 assists now tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Russell kicks to Towns. Over to the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Rubio. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Bledsoe, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in, and Culver's subbed in for Edwards. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To stop the run, Culver passes to Reed. No good on that one.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Ball, the pass to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Johnson, he's checked in for Williamson. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Shots good by Noel.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
On offense, here are the Pelicans. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Ball dishes to Ingram. Adams outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said, it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Kicks it to McDaniels. The dish to Russell. Shot clock at 5. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Bledsoe with the defensive effort.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Adams with the slam.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
Russell against Bledsoe. Russell kicks to McDaniels. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Adams. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 17-4 run right now. Johnson with the bounce pass. Ball, the pass to Adams. He dishes it to Bledsoe. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bledsoe's got 11.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Minnesota making a switch here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Russell with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And Russell gets it to go.
And look at Russell bringing the intensity. He's stronger now, willing to mix it up inside no matter who's on him.
Now here's Hayes. Tight defense on him. Just 5 to shoot over Reed. Here's Ingram. And they convert at last on attempt number 3. He's got 16.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Reed, covered by Hayes. Bledsoe outside. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Russell with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Russell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Ingram outside. Here's Hayes, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Russell inside, guarded by Bledsoe, and that one's good. Russell.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
That's tipped. We've got 1:28 left here in the third quarter. Here's Noel. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Another shot. And it's Russell missing. And Ingram has got the ball here for New Orleans. From the high post. That one off the back iron and out. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now, here's Culver. He's covered by Ingram. Noel passes to Russell. 5 on the clock. Now, here's Culver. From outside, off the mark. Picked off in midair. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Russell's running. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. The Pelicans shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Bledsoe against Russell. From deep. Good on the triple. Russell's got 12 points in the game.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We come back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. We've got Hernan Gomez, and it's Gabriel in at the power forward. Here's Vanderbilt. No good that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Marshall deciding where to go with it. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
tournament. That's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Rubio with it. Knocked away. Marshall with it. Guarded now by Rubio. And Marshall kicks to a 1-2. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. From 10 feet out. Yep, that one goes in there. Hernan Gomez has got his first 2 points.
A beautiful bounce pass on the deck. He put it only where his man could get it.
Rubio outside. Here's the lob to the hoop. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
I think this is Rubio's greatest trait. I love to watch him move the basketball, and so does his coaching staff.
Pass to a 1-2. Now Hernan Gomez. He's guarded by Davis. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Hernan Gomez passes to Davis. He kicks it to Rubio. To the right side. Okogie for 3. Pelicans pull it in.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Hernan Gomez against Davis. Kept alive. The Timberwolves shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Okogie, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Okogie. Got 3 off the mark.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
Passes it to Marshall. And Davis pulls it down. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Marshall. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. From the wing, that's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 7 from the field, and it's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Kicks it to Marshall. Greg, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
And it is.
Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Offensive rebound. Layman gets the bucket.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Now the pass to Hernan Gomez. Last year, LeBron, as we know, Steve, broke Derek Fisher's record for most postseason wins. Talk about the weight of that accomplishment.
You know, Kevin, let's take those two players. Start off with Derek Fisher. Give him a lot of credit. As a role player, he was on some great teams and contributed. Unbelievable to have that record. And then on the flip side, LeBron James was on some great teams, and he was the reason they were great teams because he's one of the greatest players of all times. Two different type of players, but both are very impressive.
Ball from long range.
Terrific defense by Ricky Rubio. You can make the case that he should be given more credit at that end.
Hits the three-point bomb.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Ball kicks to Marshall. Dishes to Hayes. New Orleans moving the ball around. Marshall can't hit.
Trying to get his man back for the last three. It helps to not make this personal.
Here's Layman, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And New Orleans gets called for the foul.
For your Timberwolves, Jay Layman. Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good, and the Pelicans making a change here. Gabriel's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last two games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Steven Adams.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
He's off on the second. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Chalk up 2 there.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Kept alive, Minnesota. Rubio misses. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively. And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Pass to Noel. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.